If you go higher than a 6, we're done.
Welcome back, Movie Knots, to another trailer reaction. This time around, we are watching the final trailer for John Wick Chapter 4. A highly anticipated movie for us that is actually coming out next month on March 24th.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
We absolutely love the John Wick franchise. We love Keanu Reeves. Maybe one day we'll have him as a guest on the podcast.
That'd be crazy.
No, but Keanu is absolutely fantastic. We did do a John Wick Chapter 4 trailer reaction of, I think one of the other ones, right?
It was the first trailer when it dropped.
The first trailer that came out. So we'll see what they reveal in the final trailer to see if there's anything different. We already know that there's going to be some katana fights and sort of him bopping around with a contract on his head, right? He's wanted for X amount of, I forgot the amount of money, but
well, I think in this one it's he's gonna be seeking revenge.
well, he's out of the whole thing, right? In Parabellum, he got kicked out, right?
So I think at this point he's taking revenge on everyone who turned on him when he needed them. I'm assuming. I kind of, what I do like about I kind of forget because it's been a while since I've seen them. But I love how John Wick just takes place over, like, all 4 movies take place in the same, it feels like the same week, you know? Because it's just like a constant event that's taking place. You could sit down and watch all 4 of them in one sitting, and it would just be like, not real time, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But, no, there's a lot to break down. Let's hop into this trailer and see what they have to offer for the final trailer before the movie release.
Let's do it.
Mr. Vic.
Mr. Vic.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, he's a great actor.
I can't help but to laugh at his run. He was the dad in Bullet Train.
Yeah, he's great. He was in Mortal Kombat too. He was Scorpion.
Oh yes, he was Scorpion.
Yes.
John Wick is well, Keanu Reeves is 58 and Donnie Yen is 59.
Yeah.
This is the shape that I want to be in.
Now Camaro.
Baba Yaga. Damn. When did they get out to the desert? Oh my god.
Yo. Oh.
Come on, don't bring dogs into this, man.
Yeah, let's go.
Bring the dogs into it. Well, for starters, I don't like when they bring dogs into it. Dogs are my weak spot, and you can tell in his face after they show the dog. He's like, ugh, like I don't want to, I don't want to deal with the dog again. We don't even know. Well, I guess we do kind of know what happened with his dog. Well, yeah. Wait, what did happen with his? He had like a pit bull, and he left it at the hotel. And then he picked it up, and like they were running away together. And then what happened to that dog?
In that scene, I don't know. I forget where we got left off. It's been a while since I've seen Chapter 3.
Like what happened with that dog?
You had a couple, because in that movie you had Halle Berry with her dogs. You had him in the second movie.
Dog into it, man.
Well, there's always dogs in all 4. They're different dogs, but
yeah,
they're good companions for Mr. Wick. You know.
I know. They're always having his back.
So we'll see.
Initial reactions, Cody, what were they?
Promising. I think that what does surprise me is the uniqueness so far of the first 3. As in, like, the first one hit, and I was like, I remember I was with my stepfather. I remember in theaters, we walked out and we were like, actually, it was funny because both movies we saw that year were Kingsman and John Wick 1. And we both said at the end of both those movies, I hope this gets a sequel, you know? So, and
here we are, luckily, 3 movies later.
Yeah, so, and then the second one came out, and I was like, wow, the fight scenes, again, they're unique, they're different, Keanu's even better because he has more time to train.
Yep.
Third one came out, a little over the top, but still really good, and still had very unique fight sequences. So I just hope that this one can provide us again with better, unique fight sequences that don't go like, you know, because with these movies, it's hard. That's the whole point. You're going for the John Wick fight scenes, right? So it's like they have to be unique from the previous ones. So, and I think that gets a little harder the more of these films you do. But so far, we haven't had that yet. So I hope in this one, that's my only hope, is that we don't get a situation. I hope he doesn't die, and I hope we don't have like that kind of feels like that other fight scene, like that wasn't that cool. But I'm pretty sure we got some great acting chops in this film, so I think we're gonna be okay.
I think with Donnie Yen, you have a mix of what he choreographs.
I was gonna say, who knows what advice he gave to the directors,
right?
Like he could have been like, no, this is what we can make it way more dramatic and real looking,
Yeah, and I mean, you already have that mix of martial arts in there, right?
Yeah,
and all the swords, the sword stunts and things. So, and mixed with John Wick's classic close quarter pistol combat as well. That I'm pretty sure that's what he's known for at this point, and something that he's practiced a lot. So you're mixing in a lot of those two completely different styles of combat. So we'll see what happens with it. I think what to expect is a lot of high action. Obviously, it being a John Wick movie is going to be packed with high octane action, and I guess closure. Right? This is the final one?
Is it? Do they say it's the final one?
Let's see.
Because Keanu said in an interview, "I'll keep making them as long as people want."
He's "I'll keep going."
Yeah, why wouldn't he? Like, I can see 5 being the ending,
So, I mean, there's no talks of...
Yeah, why? If it keeps making money, they won't stop.
Oh. So, according to cinemablend.com, Keanu Reeves explains why John Wick 5 isn't guaranteed yet, but it was announced that John Wick 5 was not only in development, but it was going to be shot back-to-back with Chapter 4.
Ooh, can we have a 2-parter? I mean, in this in this instance, John Wick would be a giant 5-parter of one story. Poor guy.
There are plans for a 5th movie, so we'll see.
Because reality of the matter is the studio will keep making them as long as they make money, and Keanu Reeves already said, I'll keep making them as long as the fans want them, and the fans will always want them.
Yeah, I mean, I love the John Wick franchise. I think it's one that I am able to go back and enjoy, but it's also one that is kind of pushed aside for me most of the time, because there's other franchises out there that just produce more content over time. I think, like, obviously the Marvel franchise, it being one of the biggest ones, they're pumping out movies so often,
and that becomes my problem.
Movies like the Kingsman franchise, which I actually love a lot, and John Wick, which I love. Those franchises don't have movies out a lot, so you kind of tend to forget what happens. So I think what we'll have to do is do a John Wick watch party.
Yeah, I think what's really important, and I can't understate this, is that John Wick literally revolutionized the action film genre. There are so many movies post John Wick that you can see insanely clear, like, oh, they got there's no doubt they got inspiration from John Wick. Like, before John Wick, all action movies were this, like the way I like to think about it is, like, before John Wick, the one movie that all action movies aspired to be was
the Bourne series.
No. Well, James Bond and Bourne, yeah, but no spy movies.
James Bond?
No, why am I blanking on it? I just had it in my head with Bruce Willis.
Oh, Die Hard?
Yeah, it's like every action movie aspired to be Die Hard, and until John Wick, and now every action movie aspires to be John Wick. It's like they literally changed the game. And same with Kingsman. For spy movies, they changed the game. So it's I think looking back, if you're like, because Die Hard is really like a revolutionary film. It's like, I think that a long time from now, we will still remember, be like, oh yeah, John Wick, they totally changed the action movie industry. Like they just they stepped the game up,
Right.
So and now that they keep doing more just out of the fact that people love it and Keanu's just awesome and he's willing to do it, gets me excited. What I still hope for, which they promised after John Wick 2 and we did not get, was that there would be spin-offs of the John Wick universe about other assassins, or about it would be a spin-off show about the hotel itself. Let me see. It might have came out and then I missed it. Let me
because I like that pigeon guy. What's his name?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
What the hell's his name? What's that guy's name?
Oh, here you go. It's a thing. So everything. So it's going to be called The Continental. It's an upcoming mini-series developed by Greg Coolidge.
Lawrence Fishburne.
It's going to be a prequel spin-off to the John Wick franchise. It's going to be on Peacock. I'm not seeing it. There's an article about it last year. We're not seeing a date, but they've been promising this show since like John Wick 2. It's going to be. It's a more of a mini series than a show, consisting of 3 episodes that are 90 minutes long. The show, according to the deadline, the mini series will take place in 1975, when New York was far from pristine in tourist attractions. We'll see.
Not like it is already now.
So basically the show would follow a younger version of Winston, the character played by Ian McShane in the films. The guy who runs the Continental.
Oh, okay.
And it'll be about him doing everything in his power to take control while grappling with his past and dealing with an assortment of colorful crooks and deadly killers. Yeah, and I'm totally ready for that, and we have not heard much. I don't know if there's things in the way. I heard Keanu's going to be a part of the production. There's already a cast list too to play younger Winston, but
it says 2023.
Yeah, so hopefully, I would love to do a per episode review of that.
It says will be released in 2023, so
yeah,
maybe we'll see.
It's definitely a very interesting. As soon as we saw that they had their own currency and the etiquette and all the things that went on in the hotel behind the scenes, it was like, oh, you can easily make a universe out of this. So much in the sense like the new Batman film. There's a lot going on in the background that could, in its own way, become a separate thing. So let's hope.
I think what's holding it back is that it was supposed to be on Stars, and they moved it to Peacock. So that could be something that held it back for a little bit.
Well, we'll see.
It was actually so 4 years ago it was announced.
Yeah, because I remember when John Wick came out and they announced that, I was like, you weren't wondering what streaming platform it would be on. You were wondering what channel it would be on. So things have changed, and that probably has a problem. That probably makes a problem for like contractual obligations, and like obviously you have contracts tied to companies that get bought out, which is we live in a world where that's happening every other day. It feels like a company gets bought out by another one, and you got Disney's a real problem in that sense. So yeah, I mean, I think you and I think we're pumped for this. I think this is something that you'll probably see within a day or two, or the night of a reaction to this.
Yeah, we should definitely keep an eye on the series for this and see what they end up doing with it.
For sure.
If you guys liked this video, check out some of the other videos that we have on the channel. We have a whole playlist breaking down a lot of the different reviews that we do. As a reminder, we do go live with live movie reviews. So if you want to check those out, definitely hit the notification bell, subscribe, and like this video. Comment down below what you think of the John Wick for final trailer in the John Wick franchise. Are you excited for this movie? What are you worried about? What do you like about it the most? Do you like Keanu Reeves? Maybe. I know I do, but definitely give us your thoughts, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.
Yeah. Peace.